Guys, guess what week it is? It's week 12. 3 months, which is half of 6 months. I'm at the halfway point! What? Yeah, I just realized that this morning. I was doing my math. I was like, oh, it's the halfway point. I didn't even realize it. Anyway, so that's crazy. I'm already halfway done through my Art Hibernation. So, yeah. Initially, my plan, as I started to see how the progress of my studio, progressed, I was like, okay, probably by the halfway point, I should be about done wrapping it up. And, okay, so now it's the halfway point. I still have a little bit to do. So pretty much, okay, so one thing we got done this week, which I've been talking about for several weeks now, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this done, I'm pretty sure next week. Nope. Okay, I'm pretty sure next week. Nope. Oh, finally. Okay, so I got the workbench up there, guys. Of course, I had a little help. So initially, when we were trying to figure out how to get that thing up there, we're like, okay, so it's way too long and big to go up the stairs and into the door, because it's just like, you can't finagle it in there. And so we're like, well, can we take it apart? And so we're like, no, we can't. The way it's made, we just can't quite take it apart. And so it'd just be way too much hassle. And so we're like, okay, so what can we do? And so we're like trying to figure out different ideas. Like, oh, I know. How about we we put it in the scoop of the tractor, and then we put it up through the window. And we're like, yeah. And so we looked at the window like, oh wait, this kind of window is the cheap kind of window. It won't open up all the way. And so we're like having all these trying to figure out how on earth to get this thing up here. So we figured out a way. My really awesome neighbor friend who's been helping me with a lot of my projects, he came over with his pulley system, and we pulleyed it down from the loft. We carried it over to where the outside of the closet to the studio is, and we pulleyed it up into the loft of the studio, closet to the studio, and then that's how we got it in. So, yeah, that was quite a fun adventure, and talk about thinking out of the box and having awesome, amazing neighbor friends that help you. So yeah, that's one thing we got done this week, and not much else. That's like the purpose of this vlog video, is to get something done. So like this morning I woke up really early. I'm like, I have to get some stuff done so I can talk about it on my blog video. So I tried to get some cleaning and organizing done. I did a tiny bit, but it's not really worth mentioning, really. There's no progress really to show on that front. Maybe next week. Actually, I have a whole bunch of client work right now, like a ton. And typically I work about part-time doing my freelance stuff, but I'm not really part-time anymore. And so a lot of my time is spent doing client work, which, gosh, I cannot complain. God is so good. It's crazy how God's been providing jobs for me. I'm just so blown away. He's just like, hey, Elizabeth, just sit there. Don't do anything. You know, that saying is don't stand there, do something. I was like, Jesus, what do I do? He's like, don't do something, stand there. I was like, whoa, okay. And legit, I've been just standing and sitting around, and poof, jobs just turn up. I'm like, what? This is crazy. So yeah, God's my manager. He's a really amazing manager. I really highly recommend partnering up with him. He's amazing. And he's like my best friend too. We talk all the time. Let's see. And then, so this morning I actually woke up really early, and I got some of the windows installed onto the wall, and rearranged them, got the lighting behind them and everything. And it was kind of cool. I was trying to figure out how to hang them up, because it's windows, and I'm like, well, I don't really if I got hanging up gear, if I got sorry, I keep burping. I keep drinking my tea and burping. It's so polite, right? Pinkies up. So I figured out a way to hang them up without buying a whole bunch of hanging gear and stuff, and then having the windows stick out, and I don't know, I didn't want them to stick out from all that hanging gear or whatever. And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna drill 2 little holes angled with it an angle up into the wood, and then just have nail 2 nails into the wall, and just hang the hang the windows onto that. And so that works perfectly. It is super sturdy, super strong, and it's just slightly redneck, but you can't even tell because you can't see it, so no big deal. Yeah, so that worked out really good, and I got my pirate ship up on, oh, there's a bird on the barn. Oh, he's so cute. Pirate ship up on top of my shelf, so it's my pirate ship. It's made completely out of cardboard. I'm super proud of it. I made it in college. And, one other thing that's really exciting. My dad gave me a studio warming gift, and it's adorable. I'm just so in love with it. I just can't believe it. Like, he bought it like several weeks ago, and it was just laying around. He's supposedly somewhere. I never saw it, but like, he was like, yeah, I was just I didn't know when to give it to you, so here you go. I was like, what? And it's just, oh my goodness, it's so absolutely amazing and adorable. It says, welcome to the nut house, and it's a little squirrely in here. So I was like, oh my gosh. It's like the most perfect thing, and on top of just being absolutely adorable, it matches my door. Like, it's got like some like maroon in it, just like my door. So I was like, that's crazy. So that was actually one of my really big highlights for the week. Oh dear, I need to put the cream up. And yeah, so that's about all I've done. Today, this week, I did try to scrub down my workbench a bit, but like, I don't know if I should paint it or not, because like, it's meant to be like the work surface for the more messier art project. It's for like, it's more of a rigid surface that like, if you accidentally like nicked it or banged into it, like no big deal, because it's already like all nicked up and banged into. But so I was like, should I paint it? Because like, I really like how it looks, but it's like really kind of stained up a bit. So I don't know if I'm gonna paint it or not. Maybe that could be a fun project for later on after I'm more settled in. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, so pretty much all I have left to do on the studio that are like some of the main things I want to get done before I transition into doing other art projects during the Art Hibernation is, so I need to get the hand railing up, and I was wanting to get some more light fixtures, some of like my yellow point and shoot lights installed. So that's pretty much all I have left for like my official kind of stuff I want to have done before I'm officially like transitioning into other art projects. And of course I do have some other side things I want to work on. Like I have my treadle sewing machine. So I have the base and I have the top, and I'm going to combine them together to have a treadle, because I never had a treadle. I've always dreamed of having a treadle machine. Of course, I see them for sale all the time at yard sales, so I don't know why I just don't buy one. I was just like, I had a machine, I want to get the base for it. So now finally I got a base. So that's kind of like a project I want to work on this winter. And I don't know, there's like a few other small things. Like I do want to get my sink installed eventually. I don't know if that's going to be some other time or during the Art Hibernation, I don't know. So I mean, there's like stuff I still want to do. Like I want to put some shelving up and stuff, but like, I guess transition wise, I'm going to be like transitioning soon and start focusing on like some kids book projects. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just kind of playing it by ear. Like I kind of have an idea, but then also kind of playing it by ear. So yeah, that's all I have for this week. Let me double check my list. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this week. And you guys tune in to next time.